So today I want to talk about the power of choice. The power of choice. I guess this would be my first official video, as I am going to commit to coming on here each week, to share content around life. And when I think about life, when I think about my life, the power lies in the choice. Choice is a superpower that we have as humans. And I think, the challenge with choice is like, giving people choice is like allowing them freedom. And then freedom really is the ultimate form of discipline. And then discipline is self-love. And what I mean by that, thinking about that, when you give someone the choice, it's freedom. It is freedom, allowing them to choose. It is a form of freedom. And then freedom leads to discipline, because when you have the power to choose and you love yourself, you're going to choose healthy things. And that's what choice truly is. It is choosing your way through life. I use that term a lot. I think it's very important to choose your way, especially in your 20s. Throughout our childhood, we are given things. We're basically, life is a buffet of choices versus, honey, a la carte. Things you don't even see on the buffet. You may not even know how you're going to get there, but make the choice. And where is it going to come? It's going to come from your soul. It's going to come from the things that truly are who you are, that's unique to your being, your own decisions, your own goals. And you will meet people along the way that align with that. And it may come from your family. That's beautiful. But the truth is, choices are unique. They're unique. And what I mean by that, like, I'll give an example. I've shared, I'm a former school teacher, public education. And one of the things I would say my strength in my classroom was building relationship with my students. And one way that I definitely gave them the power of choice in a lot of ways, because again, the only place where people are just in prison, which unfortunately people are in prisons outside of a institution, but in an institution, why do people rebel? Because they're locked down. You put someone in jail, they're going to rebel. Malcolm X is about, as we know, he freed himself in a prison. And truly, choice it begins in the mind, like freeing yourself from ideas and thoughts and things that don't serve you as who you are, to your unique being. But back to my students, I would let them come in the first week and let them choose their seats. They made a sign, I called them name tents, but it was their names, because I like to learn my students' names. So that first week, I let them sit their name tents wherever they wanted. They'd be sitting, chit-chatting it up, and I just observe and get to know them. And then that second week, when they came in, their name tents were there. Oh, Ms. Dean, I thought you was going to let us get assigned seats. I'm like, yeah, you chose your seats, Those students who focused and were attentive, and, I might have to call them down once that week or so, but you just sitting there talking with your friends, throwing paper and doing things. You chose your seats, and you're going to get this assigned seat, because this is where I believe you can learn better. And so choice is truly those students who sat and they paid attention and sat by their friends. I actually sat them close to their friends, maybe not directly next to them, but in still close proximity, because I understand, again, in a classroom, you're young. That's a comforting space to be around your friends, but it's also power in getting to know other people. But the point is, there was an object lesson I used every year. I taught of choosing. Like, people will choose their way through life, and the key is choosing healthy things for yourself. And I'm talking major decisions, obviously, but waking up in the day, I talk about these F-bombs on IM we use. These are choices. What am I going to wear today? Is it going to represent me well? Is it going to put me in a good mood? Because how we look, we definitely feel. Family relationships, which relationships am I actually going to choose? Or am I just allowing every relationship that I come in contact with, or because we're blood, or because I meet them on the street, I'm making them my family, or I'm making them my friends? Choose your friends and choose your family. Choose. Again, choose everything. Your finances. That's another F-bomb here on IM. Like, how am I going to earn money? In what ways can I earn money? Do I want to go to college, or what am I going to do to actually get me to where I want to go? That's going to earn me the money that I actually want. Your finances. How am I going to save? Looking at choices or options that are going to take you closer to your goals. Am I ready, or do I want to have children in this stage of my life? Who am I going to partner with long term? These are major decisions and choices that you have to make. You have to think about them. These things don't fall in our lap. They actually do fall in our lap, and we just let them stay. And that's not what we do. We dismiss them. We don't choose them, and we stay aligned with our goals. choice is your power. And, and I'm talking even, you think about just simple things as going out with your friends in your 20s. I hope you're discussing who's going to be the designated driver. My friends and I definitely did that. If you're going out, you may drink. Who's going to drive tonight? I definitely wasn't driving. Somebody needs to drive. And we would talk about these things, because if you just allow life to happen, it will happen. And you look back and you're like, how did I get here? Everything we're doing today is a culmination from the things that we've done 5 years ago. And if you're just in your 20s, you're coming out of a school system, or you're coming out of your parents' household, or you still may be in your parents' house, it is time to choose. Whether you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, wherever we are in life, life is simply a choice every single day, and it's compounded interest. What we're choosing today is going to be our life in 2 to 3 years, 10 years. So I just want to encourage you to take control of your life. Do not give your power away, and choose. Everything is a choice, and we make healthy choices. Doesn't mean it's always going to be perfect. There's no such thing. I personally don't even believe there's a good decision. There's a lot of bad decisions, because my thing is avoid the bad decisions and you'll be okay. Good decisions, they're going to vary, because everybody has different goals and different things that they value. But those bad decisions, honey, you can look at someone's life and see the bad decisions versus good decisions. They look differently. They just do. And that's just my philosophy, truly, because when you are unique, as we all are, and you're choosing your way, it's going to look different. But those bad decisions, they set you back. They deplete your energy. You're walking around angry or frustrated, or you have an excuse for everything about decisions that you made. And all of it does come down to mindset, because no matter what choice you make, you can rebound from anything. You can always rebound. But our mindset, and that's where our choices begin, is in our mind, one decision at a time. What am I thinking? How do I feel? And I want to create a real life that I can stand on and be proud of. So choose your way through this thing. I believe for me, choice brought authority to my life. It made me feel like an adult. I was no longer looking for someone to choose things for me. And that was a journey. I mean, it's not in every single area of my life. There's certain areas I still, wasn't confident in some of my thoughts, because of my background and because of things that were just spoon-fed to me. And I listened to them and I believed them. But when I began to choose and really think about my own beliefs and values, my life changed, and I became more confident. When I made choices, the hard decisions, when I made the tough choices, waking up and doing things that I didn't want to do, my confidence built. And then my confidence grew. I built my confidence. And then clarity. I do believe the power of choice, it brings clarity. I believe it brings authority to your life. It definitely brings confidence, and it does bring clarity, because choice, what happens is you make another choice and another choice, and it doesn't necessarily get easier, but you just become more of who you are. You feel more confident. Oh, I learned, and this is what I know now. Choice is your power. Choose each day to do things your way. And again, we're talking healthy things here, all things healthy, all things love. Continue to choose your way and stay true to your soul. If you like this type of content around life, subscribe and meet me here weekly. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.